I thought our defensive effort out there, we had some really, really good spurts of just impacting the basketball and making it hard for them to get good looks off. So I thought we did a great job at that. And then, it was just a collective effort from everybody. Guys coming, stepping up. Like Stu came in there and just gave us some great energy with JD being in foul trouble. And guys just hit timely shots. Tim Hardaway hit some big shots for us. KJI got it going. It was a collective effort. And those are some of the best wins. Those are always a very good feeling wins for us as a whole collective group.
I can only imagine the emotions, that go into a game like this. For you to process all that and then your reaction to the reception you got from a crowd that you know well, and you know that when you were in the opposition.
Yeah. No, I mean, like for me, I didn't. I mean that the reception I thought was great. Like, there's obviously going to be boos and there's obviously going to be people that cheer, and in any type of reception, obviously, it's that is how it is. So I knew that it wasn't gonna be like a tearful moment. I tell you that, right? I mean, I knew that coming in. I mean, this is a crowd that they boo their own team, so like it's just like that's kind of just how it is. But I thought tonight I just did a good job of just staying with it all night, not letting it get to me, just really embracing my team and these guys. And I thought my team really did a good job of keeping me on track of just understanding, like, hey, we need you. Like, don't worry about that. And I think it's funny because for a lot of guys, like, they were, like, looking at me like, yo, you good? And I'm like, brother, I've been through this for a minute now, so, like, I already know what it is. But it was an interesting experience. But overall, it's just a great game for us.
Tobias, we talked about turnovers the other day. This team, I think you guys had 8 in the first 13 minutes and then only 5 combined in the second and third quarters. Just to have the poise in that moment, what was different tonight compared to some of the past games where they just kept stacking up?
Just us really locking in and understanding that we have to take care of the basketball. I thought that, we still had too many in the whole game, but it's something that we have to just continue to clean up. And I think a lot of it would just come from us slowing down and our execution getting better with time and with pace. But overall, I thought that it was an emphasis early on that we realized, like, we're losing this game right now because of the amount of turnovers that we had and the lack of not getting a shot up. And from there, we kind of just turned it, was able to turn them over a little bit, was able to get stops and then get out and transition and make the easy play.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
You spent 5 years here,
Yeah.
5.5 years here. Is there something surreal about coming back to a court where you played so many home games and then on the other side?
Yeah.
And now you're, for the first time, it's like the Sixers jerseys are the enemies.
Mm-hmm.
And, like you're trying to digest that moment and sort of play against a team that knows your tendencies so well.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely like an emotional day, like from getting up, because you become accustomed to. I'm a very routine-based person, and being here, it was like a real routine for me for 5.5 years. So like this morning, waking up and then just going over to shoot around and doing things like the opposite ways, like something I haven't done in a long time. My wife asked me if I wanted to go stop by the house, and I was like, no, that's not a good idea for me today. Like, I just need to just go play the game and let it be what it needs to be. But yeah, it was definitely different. But it's also, like, I think the emotional part comes from kind of the bond and relationship you build with people in the arena, people in the building, people that you see on a day-to-day basis that you've seen for 5.5 years. And, you built a rapport with just basic communication of how you're doing. But overall, it No, it was a fun game to be a part of, and I thought as a whole group we just embraced it, and myself included.
Tobias, over the last couple of games, everybody in the locker room kept saying they feel close, they feel close, they feel close. We just got to clean up so many things. Now that this team has, saw the results of them cleaning up everything, and now you guys were able to get the victory. How do you guys go about carrying that momentum for the rest of the season?
It's just staying level, staying even keel with it, understanding that tomorrow we got to figure out ways to get better from this game, because there are some things that we can clean up, and just really rolling with the momentum. Like, okay, we got that off our back. Like, we understand what it takes to close out a game, how we need to do it. We've been close, so now we have to hold ourselves to that type of standard going forward each and every game that we have. And I think that type of energy and that type of mindset will help us.